go here, set everything up, blah, 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 blah. We're getting it, we're getting it, we're getting it, we're getting it. Okay. Got to do this. Okay, go here, share, copy the link. Yep, it's all set up. Cool, audio's working. Okay, everything's set up. Everything's been sent out. We're ready to boogie. Okay. I want to go look at this because I made an interesting discovery with one of our quarterbacks and one of our defensive tackles. Which I'm going to go to redshirt quick and redshirt them all. But he's already redshirted, and then I need to check if it's worth it to run Bloom also down. Because Bloom has got star development, which is second best in the game. I think it's worth it. He hasn't played any games yet. I think it's worth to just keep working with him. I mean, that quarterback's also not going to be doing anything anyway. Nobody's injured, blah, 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 blah. Quick recap of last episode, or last stream, I suppose. We won our first game. Let's go look at the schedule quick. We played an FBS school in our first game, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Played FCS Northwest, won that one in just a screamer. Just an absolute joyride. 17-7. Again, just an absolute barnstormer. And then we beat Minnesota in just a screamer. Just an offensive showcase of the ages. 13-7. We were playing like it was World War I. Ugly, ugly game. But we do beat the Gophers in our first season, which, I'm not horrible at this game, but I didn't really expect for that to be the outcome because this team is obviously such a steaming hot pile of dog shit. So, next upcoming game, we're playing Wyoming. We're getting some decent exposure already. I don't know why they don't show the upcoming ones. Like, it's just a glitch in the game where you have to see it, but whatever. That's where we're at. But I did want to show... No, it wasn't depth chart. It was view roster. Right. Two guys. Two huge guys right now. There are two huge guys. First, Bryce Frost. Guy from New Mexico. Star development is a 1-star. Don't know how that happened. And his, caps for his skills are crazy. We might have the savior for Hamline Piper's football, and he's a 1-star from New England. Oh, New Hampshire, sorry, not New Mexico. And then alternatively on defense, I am deciding to redshirt him, even though he's a sophomore and he's our third D tackle in the depth chart. Cade Bloom, also star dev, 1 star from Detroit, and again, same situation. Sexy skill caps. Just delicious skill caps. Okay. We got that all figured out. Recruiting has all been set up. I won't start scouting 2-star players until we get our 3rd win. That was the rules I came up with. I think 3 stars, 6 wins, 4 stars could maybe be a conference or a college football championship appearance, and then 5 stars would be winning it. Is my thinking right now. If anybody else has any better ideas, then feel free to throw them out. But I really have nothing of interest on our scouting board. I mean, there's nothing really to say. It's pretty dry at this current moment. Oh, it didn't save my point moving, did it? Okay. Let me see. Yeah, it didn't. Okay, I already got this guy. He's a bust. I just decided I shouldn't be going too gung-ho with the amount of points I'm putting into 1-stars, especially 1-stars who aren't gems, just because that doesn't really make sense to me. Like, if we're going to probably unlock 2-stars in a short period, it just strikes me as a smarter idea to only put points into the guys who really matter. Like Elijah Funches. Elijah Funches is a gem. I'm going to give him 25. But, like, if it's some of the other people we have on our board where they're just normal 1-stars, there's no reason to give them this much juice. I really don't see the point. And we could honestly back off even further from some of these guys just because of the lead that we already have on them. Get that out of there. Tight end, Melo Zoma, does not need to be that high. Oh, it's lagging a little bit. There we go. And then there was a running back and a quarterback that I need to pump the brakes on. And this frees up a lot of points for us to do some more scouting. Had some linebackers that I didn't finish scouting on. Braylon Pride. Let's see. He might be a bust. Yeah. Dang, because he was pretty similar to the other guy that I passed on. Chad Bale. He's normal. Okay, that was a huge waste. And I don't really want Carl Walters. At this point, just kind of fishing for gems and stuff like that, because that's all that is going to really matter with these 1-stars. I mean, obviously you can get some good stuff out of 1-stars, but for the most part, it's better to not rely on it. We can also finish up some scouting here for our guards. And then I had added a couple tackles, but I don't think they ended up being any good. We can go check right now. Let's see. I didn't add them. Okay. Wait, did I add any Pass Pro? I did. Pass Pro JUCO. Yeah, that sucks. I just don't like getting Pass Pro tackles just because it's a lot of leaning really heavily on that one skill set. And sometimes you can find a really good player. Trust me, if there's a gem Pass Pro tackle, I'm not going to just like not scout him because of my personal vendetta. But I definitely will give a little pause. Yeah, these two guys aren't anything to write home about. We can actually get one more. Oh, did that in the wrong order. We can get one more scout off if we drop these guys to 5 because we're just a country mile in the lead. Oof, that power guy, Bowling Green's really going after him. We're not going to touch that. No one's going after this. We'll go Ramsey. Just because I can base him off of... Ooh, he might be a gem. That run block power is way higher than 64. At least theoretically. Fajoko's got really good strength, though. But I feel like his run block power should be much better. if he would be something of note. So we'll hold off and see what happens there. But I digress. Recruiting is not the focus because this team sucks ass. I mean, it is the focus because we suck ass. That's kind of the whole thing. But it's good to... What's the custom helmet? Oh, stripes down the middle. Okay, I don't know if we want to call it that. Yeah, let's hit... Those are the same pants? Yep, that makes sense. Those are the same pants. We'll do all white, and then... We can't make that jersey whiter, but... What unis do we have? Throwback. Blackout, and then all white. Yeah, we'll do all white. To take on the Wyoming Cowboys. They're 1-1 so far this season. So, looking at it from a cursory glance, we're better than the Wyoming Cowboys, which is pretty hilarious. Anybody with a brain... Sorry, that was a really visceral swallow. Oh my god. I was just trying to get some water, and I think I just lost my entire audience because of that. But, I mean, we know Hamline's not even close to Wyoming. But I do think they're a worse team overall-wise than the Gophers. That's a really important thing to take account of going into the rest of the season, is kind of marking ourselves. And I do want to make sure, because this is something I got paranoid of in the Gophers game. We are on Heisman. Okay, I'm just making sure. But that's something to keep in our heads, is the ability of these teams and their kind of makeup might be better. Ooh, 90 speed halfback? Yeah, we're cooked. Yeah. See, that's the difference. I mean the Gophers probably had somebody similar to that, but still not a great look. Okay, gotta use her Freeman. Dang. Okay, they start with 9 yards. That's the only issue with running zone. I'm a big zone guy, but it doesn't usually work that well, especially with the team we got. I mean, I'm someone who likes this, like, holy moly. The band's actually gonna make my ears bleed, so let me handle that. In-game commentary, stadium speakers. What on the field? It's not stadium speakers, obviously. I guess it would be crowd volume, huh? Yeah, it would probably be crowd volume. So let's turn it down to 70. See if that's a little better. I don't know if it was, but we'll just have to see. Yeah. The only reason... Ooh! We get some quick pressure up the gun. And Kobe Garland gets a sack. Okay. Okay, that's good. I was just going to say, I like playing zone because especially with the type of team we have, like, a running man, we're too slow. We're just way too slow. Ooh. Nice snag on the end there, Joshua Townsend. If our defensive line can even, like, be a remote factor, that's a huge win. Not to say that it's one of our weakest units as we just give up 20 yards on a 3rd and 17. But it's not one of the bright spots. I mean, if you could call anything on this team a bright spot at the moment. As we'll try... The pressure won't get there, but it'll be able to get it out to the tight end for 5. Tough times. Tough times. We'll try to get Townsend rush. I like playing the DN just because it allows the overall of the linebackers to matter way more, actually. Because, like, if I'm in control of the linebacker, I can, lurk to my heart's content. And not to say that I'd, like, be an incredible linebacker, as we force a 4th and 2, and they're going to punt it away at our 42. Oh, shoot. No, that's not to say I'm some, like, region pro at college football. but I feel like I'd give myself a better chance than like the podunk freaks that we're putting out on the field now. These unis are nice. I will say that. Like for a D3 college, I do like our colors. Do I think they could do a little more? Yes. Our matchups, we actually have a good matchup on the outside with Williamson, but we'll pass on it for now and lose 4 yards because of it. Okay. That about teaches me a lesson. So we've got Williamson, Page, McLawler. Oh, we get the flat here from Strickland. Spencer Strickland's got a good look. Hits a juke. There we go. Showing some life, showing any semblance of anything at all. I love to see it. We'll try to get Page here on the RPO. Oh, come on. Okay, I'll take 5. I'll take 5. Honestly, running RPOs against, like, a team better than you, that just gets me concerned that they're just going to pick it and run it back. Damn, I thought I could get to the outside for something. I was wrong. I was so wrong. Okay. We've got certainly some matchups to take note of. That was tough. I thought the running back would get loose, but he stopped running his route. And he was on an angle, so I kind of figured that we'd be able to get something out of that, but we don't. That's okay. We'll try to pin him in the corner here. That might be too much. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's not a great punt on that's my bad. It's weird with the field goal kicking. You've got to really over-adjust, it feels like, in this game for where you think it's going to go. But then the punting, you kind of need to under-adjust. Oof. Good cut there from the running back, dude. Damn near juked me out of my chair. I'm like, I thought I had him. But we still get him for a 0-yard gain. A 0-yard gain. That's a redundant sentence, if there has ever been one. But Hamline, Pipers, roll pipes, immediately force a 3rd and 8. God, I would like us to have some sort of offensive showdown and not have it just be picked off by Terrell. Wow. Wow. Ooh, okay. We do have an injury. But Octavius Terrell, senior right outside linebacker, gets after it. Hey, man, I'll take that every day. But yeah, I was just going to say I was hoping that we'll one of these days have at least a decent offensive showing. But what's he got? Bruised ribs. Oof, yeah, keeping Jerry in love. But the games we've been having have just been such dirty, disgusting, rotten defensive slugfests that, I mean, we've seen some things from the offense. Obviously, Spencer Strickland being the GOAT. Olsen delivering for the most part. I specifically remember a deep ball, I think, against the Gophers, where he overthrows Williamson, and it was just a heartbreaker. But I do like this RPO, usually. Seems like usually the blocker gets kind of, I don't know, confused. Fuck if I know. But it feels like the blocking schemes are usually pretty rough on those plays, and on that one, it's at least, in the amount of times that I've played it so far, it's been going fine. But on 3rd and 5, I'm not going to the ball again, because I'm not stupid. Well, I am stupid, according to one group who kind of correctly got on my ass for that really shitty 4th down against the Gophers. 4th and inches. Yeah. We got this. Okay, I thought it'd be quicker to go here, but apparently. There we go. This should be pretty easy. Here's to hoping. Okay. Good. So we keep the drive alive here, keep it moving. Stick. Okay, well, you just changed who the primary receiver is going to be. Did he get a foot? He did stick that back foot in bounds. Wow. Me not speaking during that segment really just let that kind of hang sadly in the air. I thought I could float this over to him. Because my thinking is either I catch him on the run and he gets clipped by that receiver, or like the throw is so dog shit that he can't get a pick. And neither of those things happened. That foot is squarely in there. Wow, that... Tough. Tough is the word. They might be... They didn't. They faked it. Okay. They get the running back up the seam, and ooh, they overthrow him. He would have probably had him. Might have been a bit of a hospital ball and get his running back kind of cream corned, but... Oof! Good hit laid down. I believe that was our defensive captain, Freeman. No. I mean, I kind of want to use our Freeman just because he's much better than everybody else, but whatever, it's fine. Boy, we really just couldn't get any pressure on that one. Like, that's... I mean, obviously that's on the coverage, but holy moly, man. He didn't have to move a damn muscle. Oh, okay. So they're going to get the first down. Oh, man. Tough times, tough times, tough times. Where's that stark, staunch Piper D? Where's it at? Because we need it bad. I'm so pissed off about that throw. I'm actually going to have a nightmare about that tonight. It's going to haunt my dreams. The one unfortunate thing about the customization of this game, just now that I'm thinking about it, because we're playing a non-home game. I think the Gopher game was an away game as well. The Chase Freeman, okay. It's just that the customization is like limited. Like Hamline's stadium is just the Ball State Stadium. Whoa! Okay, that was bad on my part. But it's just the Ball State Stadium, and in some parts they just got like promo material for Ball State everywhere. And I'm like, well, this feels a little stupid. Especially since we're going to be playing Ball State presumably at some point this year. I didn't check for sure if they were, but I'd be honestly shocked if we didn't manage to. We really need something. Oh, wow. I mean, it's a good effort, I suppose you could say. DB gave it a good shot. Gave it a good college try. Yeah, I don't know. That was an ugly try. We didn't do a damn thing. We'll just let that go out of the end zone. We'll take it at 25. We might have to start getting freaky with some of these plays. Okay, they're putting Strickland in motion. Interesting that our running back is also a... Jesus. That block sucked and we lose 6. Okay. I mean, I'll give it a shot, dude. I'll chuck it up to Williamson and see what happens. Could be worse. He almost caught the ball. So it really could have been a lot worse. But we'll do... I don't really like running a screen here, but they're spread out enough where there might be something there. Just as long as the linebacker doesn't play it too smart. Poor job. Absolute poor job. Get pace coming back here. Ooh, good hit. Solid enough hit. That's what I'll say. Unless you knock somebody's fucking lights out, I'm not calling it a good hit. That's all I'm saying. Nice. Held him to 3. The rushing attack at least hasn't immediately taken off in a way that I expected, which is a huge plus. because that's kind of what I thought. Townsend finally gets free of the block on the edge. And he's going to chuck it deep here. Bowie's jockeying for position. He's going to grab this one. And Bowie's going to run it back to the 16. So Hamline and Wyoming kind of trading turnovers a little bit here, as there may be a decent look. Nope, the block actually was hot piss on a July day. So a loss of 2 actually on what should have been a pretty solid look. And then our center gets turned into rice pudding, and it's another loss of 2. So we're kind of already staring down the barrel of a 3rd and 14. I kind of want to drag from Page, and then I kind of want Strickland to come out and block and see if Williamson goes anywhere. He might. He might if he gets some separation. He doesn't. He didn't get any separation. Had to hold my breath for a second. Thought he would have caught it on the bounce, but he did not. Boy, that's an ugly fucking way to capitalize on a turnover. Woo! Good hit. But yeah, getting a 3 and out, and in total you gain a net negative 4 yards. That's not great. Certainly not our best offensive output, I would argue. Jesus, what an ugly fucking... That drive honestly sums it all up. That's a very real Hamline drive, actually. They had a lot of drives like that against Bethel last year, where it would kind of be like run for a 3-yard loss, run for a 1-yard loss, throw incomplete. Like it's a halfback pass, and he's wide open. He's wide open. I'm sick to my stomach. I called the same zone play I have every single time. So tell me why the deep third just isn't covered. Presumably, linebacker takes middle, right? No, that's not even a linebacker. That's the guy who's supposed to drop into the flat. And he does. But for some reason, our deep third just decides that he wants to go on a walk today. And he runs way too far the fuck up, and it's over. It's cookies. I mean, that's an embarrassment. That's a historic embarrassment of a play. And that also shows why maybe just running soft man might be the best play. Just to guarantee someone at least stays out there, hopefully. Wow, that was a fucking stinker. I mean, I know it's only in the... We're not even at half yet. This feels like a pretty important drive here to do literally anything of note. An RPO alert orbit swing. Okay. Bring him in. Okay, the throw was kind of behind him, but Williamson's able to adjust and get far more than the first down, able to get outside. I'm going to be fully honest. I thought that was absolutely going to be another, 3-yard loss. I was bracing for it. Holy moly, free blitzer. I mean, he doesn't get touched. At all. Yeah, that O-line is probably going to be the worst part of this whole rebuild, is just trying to find a way to strengthen that. It was circle, not square, and that's why my finger slid. And now it's a... apparently a 3rd and God knows what. Oh, a 3rd and 19. Okay, and they just want me to run this ball. We need something bad right now. So I'm going to try to do it. They're playing soft on that edge. Okay. So... ball in Williamson's hands. He's going to get outside. Nice. On a 3rd and 19, the screen gets all the way up there. I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it. I really am. That was scary shit. Okay. We'll hit. Yeah, we'll hit it late. Get for him in a couple yards. It's like 5. 5 catches for 19 yards is an atrocity of a stat line. I like these bunch formations. I don't like that it's only giving me stick. So we'll send Williamson on that situation. And we'll block Strickland. Test him deep a little bit here. Okay. They sent, just genuinely for curiosity's sake, I don't want to keep slowing the game down. Nice. So we have a 300-pound guard go for a chop block and miss entirely. But he's not even the guy who gets there. This is just the beginning of a comedy of errors. Because our left tackle just kind of like grabs the cheeks of the defensive end, so he gets free. And also, the right side D-tackle is able to engage at the final second. But we've got, while Riley's getting hit, 3 assigned blockers on this play, not looking at the quarterback who's about to get sacked. I think that sums up about the distance we're going to have to travel here. Wow, that screen cap is a really, really good kind of signifier of what's to come. Ooh, good juke here from Malam. He's shifty. Note taken. Duly noted. Duly noted. We'll try to get this screen set up for Strickland. Okay, that was kind of all got caught up on each other. But, oh well. C'est la vie. You live to ball another day. Williamson, first down. Not going to complain at all. Oh, that stops the clock. That's right. I was like, why can't I run hurry up? 1, because it was too late to run hurry up, and then 2, Strickland. I was scared that was going to be picked off somehow, so definitely happy that was the result. Boy, the music in this game just starts to really grind you down after a couple tries. Maybe. What are you? Whoa. Don't know where that one was going, but we've got a 3rd and 10 from the 10. So it'd be a pretty magical experience for this to get a first down and not get in the end zone, but I suppose it's a possibility. And can't hold on to it. It was really trying to just center the kick, but we will kick anyway. Accuracy power should be good, and there's a flag. Ooh, roughing the kicker? Wow, that's going to give us a fresh set. That's crazy. On the 5, too. Okay. Pro Combo just doesn't have enough moving pieces for me. Like, it just feels like I'm not doing anything. Okay. We're going to just have to take Strickland off the field. He's actually coughing up blood. Let me drag him out of the game. Let me grab the stretcher and fucking pull him out. Because, yeah, that's tough. That's a bad look. But we should be able to swap everything around here quick. Because that would genuinely be maybe the worst thing that could possibly happen for our team, is if Strickland got a long-term injury. That would be miserable. I'd never forgive myself. Okay. Williamson in the flat might actually be the play here. I like that quick route here, and it's gonna pay off. It's gonna pay off. We got it. We're chilling. All right, and so that roughing the kicker turns 1 point into 7 or 3 points into 7. Hello, 1 point. Don't know where that came, but still, very very nice play. Well, very lucky play. It wasn't really my doing to keep us moving. just as long as we don't do anything stupid in the last 17 seconds, which absolutely just jinxed us, and I have no doubt in my mind that we're now about to give up a huge gain, if not a touchdown, but it's okay. Give cushion, we'll back off. I'll run Townsend and just try to get some pressure, and they're going to run the option. Okay. And run the clock up, presumably okay. running an option on the last play seems like a pretty risky thing to do, because quarterbacks can't really hold the ball. Wow, a spectacular, shiny 0 rushing yards for your Hamline Pipers, roll pipes. Yeah, I really... A rough start, but that touchdown at the end helps us out tremendously, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, that lack of pressure back there really bit us in the ass. So hopefully we can more consistently get some men back there. But who knows? What I do know is we start with the ball at half. What a pleasant surprise. We're just gonna... You know what? I'll take it out. Should have just left it in the end zone. We lose almost 10 yards total. I'm taking it out, which isn't great remotely, but I think, yeah, he's playing soft. I think we could have something here. Chop block actually works. Williamson's just got green grass. Good juke, and he brings us out to midfield. Nice. What a way to start the drive. And this is also apparently Williamson's probably best game with us by a long shot. Average of 3 catches for 43 yards in our previous 2 games, and he's already got, I think it's at 87 or 83 today. McLawler, I don't like this setup for a tight end screen, especially when they do that. But it nets us the bare minimum. We needed one, we got one, so I guess I can't complain that much. Yeah, I like that setup. Here we go. Page on the outside. He's well into the red zone. So the option game is really where it's at, realistically. I did want to run some more option stuff, just because I know that Tyler Olsen actually has 83 speed. So I think I'm going to try to get it to Tyson outside. Okay, first and goal. That had me scared. The only reason I chirped like a monkey there as a laugh, I cannot count the amount of times I've dove and just immediately fumbled. So, why? Oh, it switched to left bumper. I hate that this game does that. That it'll have left bumper up on the screen and then it'll switch to right bumper, or it's usually vice versa. Oof. I mean, what a way to immediately piss away the great field position we had. I think McLawler will have something interesting. Williamson may be trailing behind him, but that's what I see. Okay, he gets to the 4. Is it worth it going for it? It might just be worth it going for it. Because I can't imagine... Yeah, we'll do that. And then run Williamson on the out. Hit as he throws. That sucks. Dang. I do still think that that play is going to be worth it in the end, as long as I can just read the lanes correctly. Okay, they get maybe 1, not even. I'm just concerned that we're going to get blown coverage with some of the moving parts that happen on these plays when you start blitzing the linebacker. But so far, We've just got a 3rd and 8. I think I'm not going to push my luck running that blitz. I think I'll get what I've got out of it. And picked by Collins. Wow. So I guess it did pay off. I don't know. But that's our 2nd pick of the day. I mean, Noah just gets up there. Noah Collins kind of climbs the ladder here. I mean, I thought they'd immediately skunked us. Because I was like, on a 3rd and 8, this is usually where we get beat when they really start to drop back to pass. But our deep third, he flies in, manages to snag it, run it back a couple yards, deal out a stiff arm. Hey, these boys want to play. Can't say much, but you can say they got the heart, okay? These boys love the game of football. I mean, you have to. If you're a D3 football player, you don't get financial aid, so you kind of do have to love the game. Ooh, nice block there. Wow, it's picked up off the ground. I can't believe that. I mean, how close was that to the turf? Realistically, my thoughts here was like, maybe if, maybe I chuck this one loosely, and just kind of see what happens. I was gonna throw it away if he didn't get open. I just kind of lost sight of him. He just kind of vanished, and I thought I had something. Honestly, it's really for the best that he got hit, because this ball's absolutely getting intercepted if not. It doesn't end up as low as I thought, but... And then a way to hang onto it through contact. I mean, it's surely bullshit. Let's not get it mistaken. This is unequivocally a crock that that just happened. But have we ever thought to consider that maybe God is a Hamline Piper's college football fan? Have we? The Christian God is a Hamline Piper's fan. Have we ever? Maybe we need to think about that. Maybe we need to give that one some thought more often, huh? Oof. Good gap up there. Good blocking. And pretty piss poor block shedding from me. 2nd and 1 here. Okay. They're going to run play action, and they've been able to get a man open in the middle field. Alert. So what's kind of going on with that? So kind of let me know what's going on with that. Okay, Townsend actually able to slip through. Solomon was there again. If he takes like a step or two forward, that's our 3rd pick of the game. And I swear to God that the difficulty is on Heisman. I'm not attempting to purposely get bailed out. I want this to be a tough rebuild. And I know it will be, because every part of this team sucks miserably. And playing anybody but other Group of 5 teams would be a death sentence. As they convert a 3rd and 9. Yeah, I know it would be a death sentence to play anybody in the Power 5 conference, or Power 4, sorry. They're going to send a man in motion here. Ooh, running back shakes initial contact. I thought we were going to light him up. He just bounces off of it. Sam Scott the Wad shaking contact. Yeah, I mean, we really don't have a guy on the defensive line for me to control. So I guess it doesn't really matter who I control. I just feel like I'm doing better when I'm on the right end. Whoo! Good hit, Chase Freeman. One of these days he's going to force a solid fumble. He might have in the Gopher game. That's less confident than the rest of the things I've said about the Gopher game that happened over 2 months ago. Good stop there. Tackle for loss of 2. Bum, 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 bum. That's got to be one of my biggest downsides to this game, is just how repetitive the fucking music is. Like, like it's not even... Like, it's been that song for every first down. Like, I guess I understand it in a vacuum, but... Oh, they're going to pull blockers here, and I can't get there with Freeman. Wow, so they're going to run the option and punch it in. So we're right back to fighting through a deficit with the fourth quarter closing in. It's locking in. I'll stop. I really gotta stop. Hey man, it's finals. It's late on a, well, I mean it's not that late, but it's a Tuesday night. And yep, someone joined and then left immediately. That's correct. That that would be correct. Yeah, that's the right call, actually. And you know what? That was correct. That's awesome. First impression's so rancid, they maybe made it for 20 seconds, and then we're like, yeah, fuck this shit. Here. Okay, yeah, we'll just have to toss that one out of bounds. They're not really giving me much room to consider, like, running the football. I mean, they're just coming out in packages that scare me, because I'm a little baby. Wow, they allow Page to come back for it. Wasn't meant to be a comebacker, but because of how bad of a decision maker I am, it ends up functioning as one. And we're going to make it to the fourth quarter. I'm a little sad I couldn't get that playoff because Williamson might have had a chance downfield. But oh well, that happens. Wait, that wide receiver is just named Sargent? Help! Help! That wide receiver was only named Sargent? He had no first name. I mean, I have to go look at the roster now, right? To see if that's a glitch or if it's just Sargent. Okay. This baby's going to have a lot of moving parts, so stick with me. It's going to be triangle for McLawler, Williamson going across the field, circle for Foreman. Yeah, we're just going to take Foreman. And he's going to have a big gain here. Nice. He's in the red zone. Good gain. We do, honestly, just for recruitment's sake, kind of need some rushing yards. I mean, not many players of the caliber that we're going to be able to get are going to have a deal breaker regarding play style. But I'd also like to not average 2 yards per game on the ground. But a good 8-yard rush there. Might be able to bust outside. Ooh, 73, I kind of needed you to get out there a little faster, but I'll take that. I'll take that at 100%. And then Malam, I think, they get caught up there a little bit. And then, oof, okay, 1 yard. That's unfortunate. Deeply unfortunate. I don't like a pulling guard. Not in our current state. We'll try to just get Page on out because there's not enough room for a corner. McLawler drops it. Ah, that was a good pass too. That stinks. Oh, whoa, what's happening here? Olsen's trying to make some magic happen. And square was open, but there was no way he was going to manage to crush it that far. In all honesty, I might try for a screen. I might try that mid-screen. They're playing tight. Okay, that's unfortunate. I guess we got to hope they... No, he stopped at the goal line! Wow, they actually backed off. I didn't think they would. Oh, that is heartbreaking. And he stopped at the 1. They say he gained a yard. I really don't think he did. But I guess since they're not on... Man, he really was on the goal line then, huh? Man... Stop pushing him forward. Jesus. You guys never played fucking football before. Just every single defensive player on our side. Just like, let's help him. Like, come on. Ooh, close to a safety. But they'll still be punting well inside their own end zone. We'll be getting the ball. Wow, blocking's holding up really nicely. We'll get the ball well into Wyoming territory. It's getting down to the wire, everybody. We've been able to fit a lot of game in here, which I'm happy about. These short games, as much as they're kind of a mixed bag based on the amount of action you can get, I think we've been doing good. I mean, 14 to 21 game with 3.5 minutes and counting left, I think that's a good pace. I mean, maybe overall, maybe add another minute or something like that. That's what I'm thinking right now. Because the games do feel a little empty, as Tyson is going to work his way up the middle. We're down to the 15. I mean, we've got time. There's not really a reason for me to stop running it if they won't stop it, right? Okay, we're pulling the guard. Hate it, but I don't really have a choice. This one's not going to be as impressive of a run. Get about 2. Huh. Could do zone weak and see what they come out in. Okay, yeah, they're not really spread much. Let's get a corner from Foreman. Let's get a normal slant out of Williamson. I mean, he might have already been on a normal slant. And yeah, let's get McLawler going the other direction. Wow, Williamson holds on to it. They say he's in. Is he really? No. They say he is. Wow, senior out of New Hampshire, 2-touchdown game, and with just over 2 minutes left in the fourth, the Pipers tie it back up. Good game. I'd say our first actually good game so far this series. Tackle him? Holy. He had a genuinely a golden, glistening stairwell off to the end zone. That was nearly a tragedy. Wow, okay. Wyoming also going to try to get the ground game started. I mean, you've got 3 timeouts left still, but interesting, definitely. But, I mean, you still don't have to be super urgent with how you play everything. 3 timeouts. I do need to put play clock on. Oh! Jar's loose. Wow, I really thought that he had that one wrapped up, but clearly not. We'll try to play off a little bit. Picked off by Chase Freeman. So instead of, running prevent defense against the Cowboys, very quickly, Hamline now has a chance to go down and win this game. That is, I mean, he just kind of threw it right to him. I'm not really sure what happened, but I'll certainly take what I got. 6 yards here for Demetrius Williamson. Honestly, what if we just run the ball a little bit? Keep it a little interesting. We can get a good block on the outside. That's a first down. Tyson throwing the stiff arm. And Wyoming is actually going to start burning some timeouts. Okay. Interesting. I'm someone who doesn't really trust any kicker in this fucking game with anything at all. So I'd prefer to punch this thing in the end zone. But obviously, if it has to be a field goal, I'm not going to complain. Beggars cannot be choosers. And right now, Hamline absolutely are the beggars of D1 football. So Wyoming actually burns all 3 timeouts. Interesting. We might need to start running some to the right side just so we can kind of get this lined up. Or else I keep running it perfectly, I suppose. If I keep doing that, that's fine. I like these inside run play calls. They're playing press. Going kind of a weak box here. 3rd and inches. Okay. We've got a wishbone offense in here? Oh, yeah. That's hot. That's really hot. But I'm just going to QB sneak this, make sure we get what we want. And then blast a timeout. We'll go, ball carrier needs to be conservative. If we fumbled here. What do you even say to the fans, huh? What do you say to the fans when you come back off the bus, unload in St. Paul, Minnesota? What do you say to the yearning fans there, huh? Now, how low do you let this clock run before you attempt the sneak? I think at 15, we go for this. If we get it in, they've got only a couple of plays. But if we miss, we have enough time to take a timeout, either kick a field goal, go from there. Field goal's up. Okay. We did get closer. And we've got another timeout. So I think this is the play. I think we attempt to sneak. If it fails, timeout, bring out the field goal team. But it's going to go. Hamline pops it, Tyler Olsen, 6 attempts, -9 yards, because they count sacks for rushing yards, which I find annoying. But jumps over the top, and suddenly Hamline is up 7 on Wyoming. I swear to God it's on the hardest difficulty. I can display it for people who think I'm bullshitting. I truly, truly am not. Because I want us to lose. I want us to lose hard. But, I mean, specifically in this game, I mean, the ball just magnetized itself to our linebackers from out of the QB's hands. And there's going to be a sack here from Josh Townsend. And, I mean, that's going to be the game. That's going to be the entire game. So, coming off a big upset of the Gophers, Hamline comes to Wyoming and beats them too. Certainly not the start anybody, including, I don't think, a single person attending Hamline University expected. Hamline is off to a 3-0 start in their first season of college football at the D1 level, of course. Wow, I mean, what do you even say? Like, I can't even say that I was at the beginning of this game praying that it wasn't going to be some ugly defensive, like, mud wrestling fight. And, I mean, I was right. But, I mean, I'm, like, what do you, I know my whole thing about these is that I'm supposed to be talking the whole time, but, like, what the fuck do you even say about what just happened? Like, there wasn't any, I mean, there were obvious holes in our game. And it was a close fight against a low-level Mountain West team. But, I mean, being in competition with a Mountain West team at all is ridiculous. Yeah, 4 interceptions, 8.5-yard average. I mean, that's not going to do any favors, but I can't say much when Tyler Olsen's average was a full 2 yards lower. 42 passes, completion percentage of 69%. That is pretty nice. In terms of rushing, they combined to have, wow, okay, Jalen Sargent. So it just didn't show up for some reason. That's curious. Okay. They actually didn't beat us in the rushing department. I thought they would have. Strickland was getting kind of bottled up, but Keontae Tyson, really interesting showing from him. Definitely will be considering that for the future. Fine enough all-around receiving day for Wyoming. They didn't really have any standouts, so that really didn't help them. I mean, their quarterback's 4 interceptions definitely didn't help. But Demetrius Williamson, kind of for the first time so far, steps into that star receiver role and locks this shit up. No sacks allowed. I mean, part of that is because I managed to chuck the ball away, but damn. Damn, buh. Crazy game. Crazy game. And we level up. We actually get a crazy amount of XP. Also, actually, we didn't get that much XP. We're just a young-ass coach. Anyways, go to the next week, and with this new win total, start scouting at least whoever's left of the 2-star prospects. Pretty nice. O-line takes less time. We'll do D-line, and that's tough. Maybe running backs? No. Defensive backs. No real updates, just because all of our prospects are pretty close to locked in. But big moment for 2-star prospects. 2-star punter. Our punter is a junior, isn't he? Yes. So, need to grab one. We did have a 1-star already, but I will definitely take a 2-star of them. Receiving back, already got an offer from Ohio. Field general quarterback Glenn Loudermilk, awesome name. We'd be fighting with a couple of teams for Prince Awosika, so I don't really want to do that. Let's see if we can get a magical combination of no offers and interest. We should just do this the other way. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. Taylor Bowringer, no offers. That actually does leave us fully topped off, which is unfortunate. Let's scout Glenn. I would definitely like to get some consistently higher higher overall players in the program, and it's a gem. Wow, Glenn Loudermilk is a gem quarterback. 65 speed obviously isn't great. He'd definitely be more of a pocket passer. That's tough. That's really tough. Because the grade, you almost have to go grab him just to have him as a part of your franchise. I mean, it's a little ridiculous to pass on him. He doesn't really match what we need, because we definitely need somebody who can kind of run around like a headless chicken. But we've also still got Dylan Paul, 86 speed on him, 93 throw power. See where he goes. I think we take Sharif Stevens off the board for now. Taylor Bowringer. 2 silver mentals. That's pretty nice. Solid blocker. I mean, I would definitely like a blocking tight end. I think we could use one, and also our tight end room is just kind of god-awful right now. So I think we take 10 off of Uzoma, maybe put 5 on him from now on, and then go that route. Honestly, I kind of want to hit the reset button. At this point, I kind of want 1-stars to be a, emergency scenario, like an Elijah Funchess as well. Just kind of taking stock, any interesting prospects. That's who this would be for now. But obviously, now that we've unlocked a new tier of prospect, there's a lot less want from me, personally, to really at least focus on 1-star prospects. Not much of a point. I think I am going to make just a hard overall rule that we can't get any 3 stars this recruiting class. Even if we get 6 wins or above, I just don't want to. I think it's cheap. It'd be way too easy a way to, like, immediately make this team way better, and I just don't want to do that. 70 accuracy. Yeah, no, you're actually worse than Jake Chambers. So, get out. Dylan Paul, he's that scrambler we have. We'll give him 5, just so we have more room for the 2 stars. Keep looking around. We've got a couple running backs here. Werner, I'll look at Werner. One offer from Ohio doesn't immediately freak me out to an extent where I need to pull the plug. We'll definitely look at Jordan Barr too. JUCO sophomore Tony Tubbs. Tony Tubbs. Let's go. I mean, honestly, I want to. Whoa, a 2-star with 4? 4 offers for Cornell Jones? Okay, I guess. I'd like some different. Wow, 4 offers for TJ Townsend too. I would really like. Cornerback prospects is good. Pass coverage, yeah. Ooh, that's a tough fight. Junior Lowe. Quentin Shorter's only got 1 offer from James Madison. We'd have to kind of shoot our shot with him immediately. He's a run stopper, actually. I'm kidding. JUCO Junior. So he'd be a senior only. Field general. Improviser quarterback. Hybrid strong safety out of San Diego. Physical wide receiver. Want to take a look at guys like that. Tony Vasquez. We'll throw him on the board. Throw Stephen Wooden on the board. I do want to get some zone corners. That's pretty huge for me. And Chad Pfeiffer is one of them. Slot. Most corners end up being slot in this game, at least the luck that I've gotten. We get zone from Daniel Catula. That's all we're going to be able to fit on the board here. We'll also just punt on McKenzie because obviously we've got our punter. Let's kind of go backwards here. Bill Wolf. Bust on Bill Wolf. Yeah. Get out. We don't need you. We got a couple of free safety prospects here. Pat Boyd. Nothing of note. Obviously, it's going to take a while to get through these players. Wow, we actually can't free up like anything else. Wow. That's awesome. That's actually incredibly impressive. I can't believe we have nothing else to. I mean, I want to keep Glenn Loudermilk with that many because we just need to get back in the fight for him. These guys that we really don't need. Field generals who have piss poor speed. We don't need them. 58 speed. Like, how do you play football at that point? Like, it gets kind of hard to believe. Yeah, we'll exit. No, we can throw 5 onto somebody else. Don't jump to conclusions so quickly. We'll throw an extra fiver on. Sure, let's throw a 5 on that end on Russ Mechie. Try to get him to the end faster. Unlocking our first recruit. And then we're going to open up conference play. Dang, I did not think... I thought we had one more game on the schedule before that, but apparently not. I may... You know what? I may... No, I'll be right back. We'll play one more game. I will be just a second. Okay, we back. I think the plan is one more game, see what the recruiting does, maybe play it by ear after that. Oh, I did want to do... Let's check this out. Oh, Dynasty Central. There we go. I was like, where the fuck do I find this stuff? Wait, what? It was just on Heisman. I checked it during the game and it was Heisman. I swear to God, I checked it and it was Heisman. Why did it do that? Quarter length. We'll do 8 and then accelerated clock. And then it'll get set to 25 seconds. We'll do 20 seconds. That seems fair. We'll see how that plays. That was so weird. During the game, it said Heisman. Maybe whenever I go back in to change... What? Oh, well. You know what? Whatever. It's on stream showing that it was on Heisman. And that's what I'm going to stand by. I'm going to stand by that. Okay. Let's get this second game booted up. Let's do the throwbacks. I want to see these throwbacks. Yeah. Yeah. These are huge. Cool. Cool. First conference game. It's going to be at home. Here, Tyson gets down there. Okay, meet him at the 20. That's fine. Tucker Gleason is the quarterback for Toledo. 76 speed, so not a crazy rushing threat, I would say. But they're averaging, man, 380 yards per game. And they're 1-2 somehow. So you have to wonder kind of what the defense is like. Or if it was kind of just one crazy huge game and they kind of gave up on it. Townsend almost chases him down to the backfield, but instead they managed to get 12 yards in the first rush of the day. I do like these throwback unis. I like them a lot. Get him down there. Nice. Yeah, I do really like the concept, and obviously this was a thing in past college football games, but like the growing of the crowd once you get more successful, like that seems like a dumb thing to be really hype about, but like we're so ass. Look at that backstop. Look at the end zone stands. There's 15 people standing back there. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. And it's just another one of the ways you can kind of, oh my goodness. Jack Wes Stewart. I mean he's cooking us. He's cooking us alive. I don't know what else to say about that. I mean they'd be kind of making a mistake not giving it to him again. And he very nearly just powers through with sheer will and determination to get into the end zone. We're going to have Freeman cover the tight end just because the safety that's supposed to be on him is way across the other side of the field. But 3-yard tackle for loss there. This is good. We've got some semblance of momentum. We'll see if they decide to pass on this one. They do. And wide open in the end zone, but he can't bring it down. Wow, that is a weird one. Because, I mean, that's about as... Yeah, he's got his feet down. It just strictly comes down to him not being able to catch that ball. I mean, he fully brickhands it. That's crazy. I do need to get a good pick for the... Wow, I'm really having a brain fart. This is crazy. For the thumbnail. There we go. There we go. So that one looks solid enough. But we'll see. I'll comb through it. Nice. So overall, way to hold them, way to stuff them after a really, really strong offensive output early on. But, I mean, we're back. You reckon they got an 89 and an 88 overall. How are they 1-2? This is so confusing to me. Oh yeah, they got 1 star on defense. That'll do it, I think. Oof. Blocking not where you want it to be on that play. Woo! Oh well. It's fine. It's fine. Don't even care. Ooh, the slip screen for Strickland looked promising. Ends up being good enough. Good enough. We'll call that good enough. As we've got, I want Foreman on the corner, and then Williamson be on a drag. We look for that drag. Oh yeah, drag's got the first. I mean, I could have ran it, but no real point in being more risky than I need to be. Taylor Olsen. I don't know why I said Riley the last game. Oh, they're going full sellout blitz. I'm gonna send Page on a flat just to clear up more room. Williamson gets stuck behind the corner. Ugh, that's rough that he can't get any separation on that play. Like, come on. I think we should be able to get an RPO going here. Cut it inside with Foreman. First down. He manages to power through. Good way to do it. We may be looking at... Yeah, you know what? We're actually going to look at... Tight seams is actually the fucking reverse of what I want to do. So we'll have Lawler give us a corner. Williamson give us a set one. Oh, wow. Pressure comes in hot. I think I like the idea of running a little option here. Gun trips tight end. Flip this to Strickland. It'd be nice. And they collapse on the quarterback. Olsen pulls all the defense. Nice play. That gets us, what, 20-ish? Wow, that's actually really unfortunate that we've only been able to get him 100-ish yards. Tyson in the game now after having a really good game yesterday. And he's going to get the outside. Inside the 20. And just to make sure, because I'm paranoid, and I'm freaking out about it now, it is on Heisman. Okay. I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Ooh, Holson. What? Olsen got knocked on one of those last plays. So we're going to have to pull him, but get all the way out to the end zone. That's a Piper touchdown. Good plays. I think the thing that makes Hamline, like, a manageable team in just, like, what we've managed to luck into is that we've got just barely enough, like, skill players to make anything manageable. Like, Strickland's got just enough speed, or everything like that. Olsen's got just enough accuracy and just enough arm. It's that type of situation where, I mean, obviously we're going to get to a point where an opponent unceasingly turns us into asphalt, but until that happens, Hamline, 3-0, you know, as much as it kind of defeats the narrative of a team that just got done sucking for the majority of 60-ish years of football, probably more. It is impressive that, you know, they kind of just hop in and burn rubber. And this isn't even like a custom, I mean, this is just the players that were given. And I really didn't think, I mean, they're worse than every other program in the game on launch. So, I thought there'd be more to the come up with this program, but I guess I lied. I guess that's just how it goes. Once we play somebody like UMass, I looked at the leaderboards and thought of the wrong team. I was looking at Bowling Green. Bowling Green is going to be the real test. Because obviously they're the perennial, I mean, not obviously. If you don't watch college football, and even if you only casually watch college football, you might not know. But Bowling Green's probably the most consistently solid team in the conference we're in, the MAC. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of plays out in that game. I also hope that generally the MAC gets better. That'd be a nice thing to see throughout this series. It's always sad to see teams kind of continue to be same old. Like it's a random simulation. Like, we should be getting some random ass teams that start blowing up and hitting their stride. And I have seen it in people's franchises before. But hopefully, like, when the time, wow, Townsend doesn't manage to get a hand on him and they net the first down. That sucks. That's really unfortunate play. But once it comes to like thinking about realignment, once we start, consistently doing well in the MAC and having an actually good team overall wise, like what's the play there? I mean, obviously the Big Ten is what everybody is gonna say, and like they're right. Like it. Oh, he's gonna make it outside. Ooh, he's gonna bounce off the hit stick. Okay. I think that would be what it is. Make it a Big Ten move because there's not really another conference that makes more sense, really. I mean, we're going to be in the MAC for a long time. I mean, regardless of how well we do, in this first year, we're not doing anything. We're not recruiting 3 stars. We're not, moving anything around. I also, the reason why I want to wait for those 3 stars is just because, like, to make this a realistically difficult experience. Like, if you get enough, 3-star gems, transfer a couple players in, you're off to the races already, dude. So I don't really want this to be the type of series where, like, we're like 2 or 3 seasons in, we're already, like, conference champs. Like, it'd be nice by the 3rd season if that happened, but it's only till the 3rd season where the moves you make in terms of recruiting actually start to matter at all for a team. But, yeah, Toledo manages to punch it in. Got so lost in my own conversation, I completely just stopped talking about the game in front of me. But I think we actually have a decent shot here. Okay, Olsen got back 1. Still don't... Oh, I forgot to hold it. I forgot that was the button to do it. Inside of your triple option. What does this mean? Oh, gotcha. He's going to send it up to Strickland, who's got, nothing. Gets a yard back out of the 2 they lost. Yeah, I think we... Oop, wrong button. I think we pull Olsen because he's hurting bad. Yeah, it's on high. Not worth the trouble here. So we're going to put in David DePaul from Oakdale, Connecticut. 75 speed. Where's that? He's just worse in everything except for throw on the run and throw under pressure, weirdly, and deep accuracy. Throw power is similar enough, just kind of a worse quarterback in most facets. We should whip this. 3rd and 11, I don't know if RPO is the real play, but they're playing soft enough over there where I'm willing to give it a shot. Decent block on the outside. Foreman makes a move. 4th and inches. It gets interesting here. Wishbone. Can I get like a wishbone fullback? Yes, fullback trap. Timeout. Okay. Timeout here by Toledo. I think the idea is see what they come out in and play it based on that. I think we should be able to punch this. Oh yeah, we're able to punch it. Nice. Nice. I was definitely a little scared. It's like I don't know how much this is going to hold up, but we managed to make it happen. DePaul is slow, so this is pretty much going to get immediately chucked to Strickland, which he manages to get the outside. That D-back had a really easy look onto his route, so I don't know why he didn't kind of put that away, but I'll take it regardless. We'll try to get to the flat to Gregory. We're not going to get anything off of it. I think we stop playing around with the wishbone. Even though it is a nice kind of mix-up, like to keep just had a stroke. Like to keep teams a bit on their toes. There we go. And that's probably a pretty damn good formation to do so, as, our tight end really just has not caught a damn thing. I mean, any of them, realistically. Holy pressure immediately, but Williamson's able to get us a 4th and 1. I think we try it again. We've got the tight end help, and Strickland is going to get there. I like to be ballsy in these spots, at least in just like a read the defense and see if the odds are in your favor situation. Wow, wide open on the outside is Tyson on the flat route, and he's going to get to the 20 and step out of bounds. It's always crazy whenever those flat routes really kind of suck in this game for the most part, but sometimes you just really catch them sleeping. Why did I throw to that receiver? Why did I do that? Okay. Still plenty of time left here. Get an out route from McLawler. And we'll actually get an in route from Strickland, the same one that broke Tyson so wide open earlier. And we'll see if he can turn it upfield. Oof. Barely. He gets 4. You know, I want to see if Page can shake this guy. I know the matchup isn't good, but I'd like to see it. I'd also like to see that corner route. But DePaul, he's going to get nothing. And we will attempt to settle for a field goal here. Push to the right, but it's going to be right down the middle. Or at least as down the middle as I can hope for a field goal on the hash. I should have just thrown that away. I would have had a way easier field goal, I feel like. But a tie game, 30 seconds away from second half. All right. Back on defense. Seeing what can happen here. I mean, our crowd does almost nothing. So, oh, that looked like it was a horse collar. Or like that, like Townsend tried to make a move and he got just yanked around. But oh well. Run some cover 4 quarters here. See what happens. Oh my God. That was just an absolute clusterfuck. But incomplete pass after almost clipping through somebody on the end. Townsend does literally nothing to affect the play, which is awesome. Ooh, screen going outside. Get back in. Ah! Dang. They still managed to squeeze a first down out of that. We did not play that well at all. I'm going to keep running quarters. There's no reason not to. Play over the top. Give cushion. Get him down, get him down. I don't think I'll have them give... Oh. It's my bad for not thinking. I thought they might run one more just shot play with 9 seconds left, you know? But they will take their 3. Probably should have played a little bit more cover 3 instead of cover 4, but it's okay. We'll get one more play from the 20. What do I think can get us a touchdown? I almost want to run that screen again. I mean, I don't think it's going to get us a touchdown, depending on what they come out in, but it'll be fun. Because we definitely don't have any... We don't have anybody on this team who's fast enough to, like, run a deep route and just figure it out. 10 yards. Good little tester play to see what happens. But yeah, man, that is an empty fucking stadium. That's awesome. That's a barren wasteland. But Hamline's offense so far, statistically, not really keeping up with Toledo. I mean, it's not bad. It hasn't been close to bad. but Toledo's most definitely had the most chunk plays through the air. We'll be heading into the second half here. Kind of stinks that Tyson is our best returner. Like, you figure there might be someone better just by happenstance, but no, it's our backup running back. Williamson should have room on this, I think. Yep, he will. Oh, except for the fact that the O-lineman decided to go to the second level before the ball even got thrown. That was wicked. That was tight. Malam on this route is probably our best bet. He holds on it for a gain of 1. Okay. It might be worth it to at least give Williamson a shot play, not any promises that he'll actually get thrown the ball on it, but actually, I'm going to throw the ball to him on it. And he doesn't beat the coverage, and despite the fact that he's much taller than his cornerback, he doesn't even get close to the ball. So, oh well. It was worth a shot. As soon as I saw that that flat wasn't really breaking open, I knew that it wasn't super worth it to force that rather than give a shot out there. Shout out Bubba Van Claiborne. Happy his name showed up. I saw him while I was doing that preliminary stuff, kind of looking around the roster again, and I know he's not. Whoa! Townsend got laid on his ass. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And that is going to be a Toledo touchdown. Wow. Yeah, we just got bitched out really hard by Jacques Stewart. Wow, Jacques was really... I mean, that was the football equivalent of getting pantsed and then somehow getting pantsed a second time with a second pair of pants. Like, it was a historically piss poor tackling attempt followed by a second worst tackling attempt. Like, that was awesome. Oof. 2 yards on the inside zone. We'll get Foreman running a corner here. Oh, that's going to be picked off. Paige, you got to get back. And like that, the game's blown open. I mean, not fully blown open, but certainly a oncoming 17-point lead. That'll change the dynamic of the game, certainly. Wow, I thought he was breaking open, or that coverage man was going to carry a little bit. He did not move an inch. He really just, I mean, he sat there and read the whole play like a book. We'll run some more option game as late as possible, and Strickland is able to get a little bit more than 15 yards off of that one. I really don't like the speed option of running it right into the jaws of the defense, where like all of the wide receivers are. I really don't like that tripped bunch, or running towards the bunch. Let's do... I didn't even realize it's been to pull the whole time running these. We'll run power option here now. Get it further outside. Buford. Okay, gets 3. How is our golden boy looking? How's Olsen? Low? Put him back in that game. He is just a whole different competitor than DePaul. Hopefully these blocks set up. They do. So I can get 7. We're working our way up there, you know? Yeah, you know what? We'll run triple option. Wishbone style. Pitched out to Tyson. He'll get right up to the sticks. Won't quite get to it. Ooh, I formation triple option. I'm interested. Flipped out to Strickland. Oof. They're going to lose a little bit. I think best play here is just take what's given here. Don't love the defensive front they're running, but Strickland's able to power through. He genuinely is our golden boy. Like, if he goes down, the wheels fall off this whole fucking season, dude. Get it out here to McLawler. He'll get 9. These are nice little plays. I mean, I definitely would like to get down the field a little bit faster. And by a little bit, I mean a lot of it. But why did I... Boo! Wrong button. That's really unfortunate. Okay, we'll try to see how these slants develop. And it's going to be picked off. I mean, I throw it in the yellow, and it's still lofted. So it gets to a point where you don't really know what you're supposed to be doing with that, and Avery Smith walks it all the way back. So after a gruelingly long drive, we not only get nothing, we give Toledo another 7. Positive note, I'm getting the game that I asked for. Wanted Hamline to get pants, and they are, buddy, they're getting more than pants. They're getting baptized in the blood of Midwestern football. This is press. They're not going to give us any space on this one. See if Foreman can break them downfield. He won't, and the pressure is already home before I can even consider throwing to somebody else. Try to break this up a little bit. Can I get the whole play up on screen? Blank, thank you. Plank you? Yeah, that's good. Plank you. Please and plank you. Williamson just doesn't have the breakaway speed. I mean, he can slide out, no problem, but I mean, once it gets to anything beyond a quick play, he just doesn't have the speed to get down there. Our options have been going well so far, usually, so I'm going to go for it again here. And a block's going to get set up downfield, but not enough. Strickland gets 6 out of the 10. What kind of play are they running here? Because I might just try to force this to Strickland. Or get the out to McLawler. Strickland's got it. Nice. Good play, good play, good play. Get McLawler on a drag here. See what happens. Williamson's got a beat on his man. He's got it! Hey, I mean, turns out all you have to do is talk shit about a guy, and then he manages to turn it on. So, hey, what do I know, huh? Really nice downfield connection, and we will try going for 2. And Strickland is going to be able to catapult into the end zone and get the 2. So we've got, I believe, a 16-point game. Yeah, 2-possession game now. So obviously not an immediately threatening situation for the Rockets, but at least a more interesting one than 34-10. And Chase Freeman will meet Jacques Stewart first. We'll get a 3. Boy, I mean, it gets to a point where you just need to stop Stewart, and you might be able to take a decent chunk out of their offense, but until that happens, we're pretty much dead in the water. They're going to pass for only 2 here. Okay, interesting. Our linebackers are going to be right on the line, but before that happens, we'll be going into the 4th quarter. Down 2 possessions. I mean, it has to be 2 perfect possessions ultimately. You got to go down, get the touchdown, and convert the 2. And also, in my moronic nature, burnt a timeout. So we have 1 less timeout than we would have normally in these scenarios even. And they convert the 3rd and 5 on just a ridiculous catch. I mean, getting sandwiched between 2 dudes on a pass like that. Some people dream it, some people fear it. That guy does not care. Completely unbothered by the idea of a 2-man sandwich. Wow, and they're going to get a quick hitter right there. Yeah, they've only got 151 yards through the air. I mean, that's not to say that we've got more. I mean, we might have the same amount or less. Oof! Tough hit laid out. They go for another RPO. I mean, I think the play here is to consistently keep sending an extra blitzer. Okay, Collins is able to pivot over and force the incompletion. Sorry I went silent there for a second. It was getting mighty spooky. 3rd and 7. Not as many people in coverage as I'd like, and that's what's going to happen. That's the risk. I mean, I think I have to just try to force a errant turnover or something. Or a sack. Or a 10-yard sack going the other way. Joshua Townsend. That's nice. Good first step. Good first step. We're going to need a good blitz out of Terrell here. And we won't get one, but we will get a 50-50 ball. Oh! Wow! It's fine. But we definitely should have had that. That is a real kick in the nuts. That he kind of had it. And they convert a 3rd and 20. I mean, 6 men in zone coverage and you convert a 3rd and 20. I mean, that about sums up what's needed to be fixed about this team, which is everything. That's the answer we're looking for. We're close enough up that I'm going to start playing 46. Chase Freeman meets him out there, keeps it a 3rd and 1. It's about all we're going to be able to hope for here. And I mean, he's wide open. That's the tight end on our linebacker, and he beats him that bad. Like, I am thankful that we finally have like a real game. Not to say the other games weren't real, quote unquote. Like, they all were on Heisman, against the teams, whatever. But like, this is what would actually happen. So I'm happy we got a real loss going on right now. And running back was trapped, but Strickland manages to leak out. I was just kind of waiting for him to do something, and he was really trying to refuse it. But we'll try to catch. I mean, hopefully Williamson's able to do something. up top, but I don't think he will be. No, he will not be. But incompletion will stop the clock. And we'll see what the next kind of court of action is. Wow. Immediate pressure. I mean, that was 3 seconds, maybe? Maybe 3? Trying to see what, if anything, can happen that would be good now. I mean, it's really looking rough. And that's going to be an interception. That will probably do it. Oof. But we stopped him from taking it for a third pick 6 of the game, which I guess you could quantify as a win. Let me see here. Need to really try to get Olsen out of the game. He's dying. He is dying to death. Get him the fuck out. Because he would be... oh my god, Strickland too! Oh my god! Similar to Strickland, he would be just a horrifying person to lose at this current moment. I mean, it gets to a certain point, you kind of just want to knee the ball out, but... that's the loser's way. That's not the Piper way, dude. So we're just going to keep... oh! Wow! Okay. I suppose Demetrius Williamson could catch that ball. Okay. Sure. Suppose he could. And Tyson's going to take the screen. Ow! At least he's out of bounds, I suppose. Game's still on, I guess. Still got optics here. Oof, crazy close. I mean, I don't know, maybe Williamson on a corner. Maybe, if I could see the whole play out, thank you. Catch him with Lawler. For a short kick. Maybe just keep throwing the ball to McLawler, even though he's kind of got butterfingers and I hate him and I wish he was better at football. Oh, barf. That's tough. That's a real stinker. You know what? We'll try to go speed option. That worked fine enough. At least I'd like to think that it could get us 4 yards. Oh, Jesus. Barely. But we're able to get kind of a garbage time touchdown, and it makes everything feel less of a good stomping, I guess. My apologies for the muting throughout the end of that game. But also, not like there was much to discuss. Really nothing much at all. 48-25 certainly doesn't look as bad as it absolutely, most definitely was. But it was bad, which we needed. Everything stays the same. Nothing's really changing on the grade front, which is a little bit annoying. A 3-1 start seems like it should change a little more around for us. Oh! They just decided not to give us a graphic for this, but we got our first recruit. Let's go. I mean, he's not really that special, but I will certainly take it. I'll take anybody at this moment. Where does that land us in top classes? We're not even close to dead last, actually. I mean, I guess since it was such a fast signing, I guess it's not that crazy. But 77. Okay, we're tied with a couple other programs who have netted one star. But I'm more than fine with that. Let's see what we've got on the running back end. Boy, they take a long time to scout. Holy shit. Okay. Power back here. Ooh, he's got a lot of high grades. Or at least the high possibility. Whoa. Okay, so he's going to be a standard power back. He seems about as good as... Never mind. He seems notably better than James Hawkins. So I think we might... Actually, he's about to get committed anyway. How many do we have? We have 6, and none of them are graduating, but, you know, some of them are garbage. This is annoying, though. I mean, I just don't think Cone is good enough for me to warrant bringing in. Werner doesn't seem good enough either. 89 acceleration, the speed's... He's a gem! He made me eat my words really fast. 88 speed, 70 carrying is definitely a bit of a concern. But, I mean, overall, shit, I'll take that. I will absolutely take that. Get him in now. I mean, Gem 2-star, we need those guys on our team pronto. We don't... Stop. We don't need fullbacks. Cut that out. Oh, I'm just pressing every wrong button. Okay. We've got no offers for either of these two. So we will... Route runner with 85 speed is not great. But we'll manage, I suppose. Bit lag filled, but that was they're just normal 2-stars. I mean, the route running here is pretty good. 86 jumping, 85 speed, and he's 6'4". It's fine enough. 74 release is honestly better than you see for a lot of physical wide receivers, so I might just take that, honestly. I'm going to give him a scholarship. I think it's worth. Oof, don't have enough. Just kidding. Man, having this few hours is really a pain in the ass. Got a couple of normal. Let's see if Junior Low has anything immediately stand out. 61 zone seems kind of garbage, if I'm not mistaken. Dang. Yeah, the amount of hours you get as a starter is really lackluster. But oh well. I do think I'm going to call it there. I do also want to apologize again for all the pausing. Roommate came in, and I had to... Roommate came in, we talked for a little bit. That was why. But I think that's good. I think a 2 2 2-game pace is fine. I mean, I'd probably like to start simulating them at some point. But yeah, I think that is going to be all for me. Hopefully it won't be another 2 months. But yeah. Maybe 1 month. Maybe a few weeks. But that'll be all for me. Bye-bye.